Good morning. We're here in the Channel 17 studios, and we're going to launch right into this because we don't have very much time before we go on to This Old House. We are here because of Motor Week, a unique program, a great program, certainly a favorite in my house, and I know in yours too. We're asking you to help support this program by going to your telephone and calling us here in the studio at 881-4800 here in the greater Buffalo area, or if you live out of our calling area from anywhere in Canada or the U.S., call us at 1-800-727-1017. For a pledge of $90, which can be paid at $7.50 a month, we can send you a copy of Chilton's Easy Car Care if that's your choice. You can pledge $60 paid at $5 a month. You can pledge $120 paid at $10 a month. You can make a one-time pledge of $25 or $35 or $100 or $500. The amount is up to you. But please, we'd love to get 25 members in support of Motor Week here on Channel 17. The only way we're going to do that is if we can get you to go to your telephone quickly. We're going on to This Old House in just a couple of minutes, and we really do need to take 25 members within the next couple of minutes. Please call now. Your pledge is very, very important. If you enjoy Motor Week, you know it's a unique program, a program that you're not going to see everywhere on your television dial, except right here on Channel 17. You know you've picked up a lot of tips by watching Motor Week. You know that you have probably just enjoy watching the program just because of seeing all the cars and listening to the performance records and so on. Call us now, please. We have volunteers in the studio standing by to take your call. Please make it now at 881-4800 or 1-800-727-1017.
Thank you, Goldie. And you know, if you're tuning in for This Old House, we've got a rare treat in store for you. We have 5 or 6 programs. It's going to be a whole marathon, and it's kind of a bad day out anyway, all right? So stay in, enjoy This Old House, and it's about remodeling a kitchen, so you're going to enjoy that one. It's a repeat of one that's been on before, but gosh, we can all stand to watch this one over again. I was saying to Goldie earlier, even if you haven't remodeled a kitchen, everybody in the world wants to remodel a kitchen, so this is a great one, and we hope that you're going to enjoy it. Right now, however, we're talking to Motor Week fans. We're going to take just 2 minutes before we go to This Old House to ask you to go to your telephone to make a membership pledge for Channel 17. We're going to ask you to do that right now before you forget about it. Our goal is 25 new members for Channel 17 on this membership opportunity. And remember, those of you who are tuning in for This Old House, we are going to have a marathon with This Old House. We've got a lot of programs coming up right now for This Old House. So please, go to your telephone now with Motor Week, make a membership pledge. 5 people have run to their telephone and made a membership call. Goldie told me this is her son's favorite program. Would you believe it? Her young son, so it's one of his favorite programs, and we have a lot of people who watch. And we know that there are people who are older, people who are younger, and so on, who watch Motor Week and get a lot out of it, have a good time watching it, and really enjoy it. How about you?
Watch,
oh, sure.
Because it gives you a lot of tips that you
things
just don't know naturally.
Well, cars are always a mystery. I think even for men, cars are a mystery. There's this perception abroad that all kids, all male kids grow up tinkering with cars and so on. Well, maybe at one time that was true. I don't think that's true any longer. And, so cars are a mystery for an awful lot of people.
But an important part of your life.
Yeah, but this demystifies cars. And I think it's wonderful. You get to look at cars that you might never even buy, but it's a wonderful opportunity to look at them anyway. Go to your telephone now and call us. We're looking for 25 membership pledges for Channel 17. I think we've taken 10 members so far. We're 15 away, and we have got to run on. We've got, 30 seconds? 30 seconds before we go to This Old House. Please go to your telephone and call. This Old House fans, don't run away, because This Old House is coming up. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 or 5 or 6 This Old House programs coming up. Go to your telephone right now, though, if you're a Motor Week fan, and call us with your membership pledge. It's very, very important that you do. 12 people have called. 12 people have made a membership pledge so far. Please make your membership pledge to Channel 17 right now. You choose the amount of the pledge. Use that toll-free number on your screen. If you're anywhere outside our local Buffalo calling area, use 1-800-727-1017 in Buffalo and surrounding area, 881-4800. Use MasterCard, Visa, or American Express to charge your gift. Do $10 a month, $15 a month, $20 a month, $5 a month, $7.50 a month. A one-time pledge of $10, $110, $2,500. Folks, it's up to you. That's what we're trying to tell you. Please go to your telephone and call us right now. Don't forget to talk to your bank.
Well, hello.
Hi, Mike Collins and Goldie Gardner. We're here in the Channel 17 studios, and we have a special note for those of you who are tuning in for the New Yankee Workshop, of course, with Norm Abram. We've got a very special thing for this old house viewers today, and we assume that an awful lot of you who watch New Yankee Workshop are also viewers of this old house. And New Yankee Workshop is not going to be seen today. It will be seen next week. There's a special 3-program marathon next week at 11 o'clock. What that means is this old house won't be on next week either. But this old house is on this week, and we have a marathon with this old house, and they're going to go through this whole project. We're going to have a complete project today. This project will be finished by the time you finish watching this old house this afternoon. So stay with us. We've got 6 This Old House programs, 5 more to come, and we have a very, very special goal, however, on this membership opportunity. We have a goal of 350 membership pledges, 350 membership pledges to be taken around this old house today. Now, we also have a program challenge fund. It's a members challenge fund. These are members who put together, they dug down deeper. They're already members of the station. They dug down deeper to provide additional dollars to encourage people who aren't members of Channel 17 to join and become members. And we are able to receive $2,000 of that money, of that challenge fund today if we reach 350 new This Old House members around this old house. So it's an additional $2,000. That's a heck of an inducement for all of us, but also for everybody out there who's not a member of Channel 17 right now. So we're asking you to go to your telephone and call us right now. You can have this wonderful blue sweatshirt with the This Old House logo on it for a gift of $120 to Channel 17. Or you can have the This Old House. This is a smallish tool belt, and it's something you can put a hammer in, and you can put maybe a pliers or something of that sort, and a couple of other things. It's got a pocket here for nails and so on, and then your hammer over here, of course, and that can come your way. It's got the This Old House logo on it. That can come your way. It's leather. That can come your way with a gift of $120 or more to Channel 17. We can send you the sweatshirt and this for a gift of $240 to Channel 17. So get on your telephone. We've got our second program in the marathon coming up shortly. Right now, though, you have a chance to go to your telephone and call us. Make a pledge in any level, your choice. Maybe it's $20 a month. Get the 2 premiums that I mentioned here. Maybe it's $15 a month. Maybe it's $12.50 a month, or $10 a month, or $7.50 a month, or $5 a month, or a one-time gift, maybe of $120, maybe of $10. You choose. It's totally up to you. But please, if we're to continue bringing you This Old House, the way to tell us that you want to have it continued, the way to show us is to go to your telephone now to call us. There is a toll-free number on your screen. If you're outside our immediate Buffalo calling area, there it is, 1-800-727-1017. 1-800-727-1017. If you're in the local Buffalo calling area, it, of course, is 881-4800. Call us. If you call that toll-free number, you will get through, not to an operator answering somewhere in a telephone booth in West Oshkosh. You will receive, you will make contact with one of the telephone operators right here in the Channel 17 studios in Buffalo. So call through.
That's right, 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. We really do need to get the telephones busy. It would be wonderful to be able to take at least 75 or 100 pledges on this break to keep us on target toward that $2,000 challenge. $2,000 is going to be there at the end of the This Old House Marathon if we can get you to make your membership pledge. This very fashionable, simple but elegant shirt that I am wearing, it's a nice T-shirt, and springtime is coming. We're all thinking about our T-shirt collection, and this, let me get the microphone wire out of the way. This is called This Old House Today's Tours, and it's got on it all the tours that we always mean to do over the weekend, and we only can usually cross out a couple of them, especially the wash windows one. I never seem to get around to that. I always work around that one. That's probably why it's on here twice. But this is a nice T-shirt and can come your way for that pledge at the $90 level, or if you prefer the design that Mike was showing, we have the very nice dark blue This Old House T-shirt, and that is another choice at the $90 level. So you can have either one, or perhaps one of each for that pledge at the $180 level, and that can be paid at $15 a month. But remember, any pledge of $60 or more can be paid monthly. So you can make a $60 pledge, or $90 or $120 or $150 or $180, and pay it at $5 or $7.50 or $10 a month, or pay it quarterly or in 2 payments. Somebody just pledged $120 or more. Thank you very much for that pledge. Then please go to your telephone now. You know all the tips that you have picked up watching This Old House. you know that by the time this project is over, you're going to learn a lot about remodeling a kitchen. And maybe you're not going to remodel the whole kitchen. Maybe you're just thinking about putting in new cabinets or something like that, or rewiring something, or maybe switching around the appliances or something, or putting in a new floor. That's what I need to do. Boy, you should see our old floor. I'm dying to see what they do with their floor in this kitchen. Maybe I'll pick up some hints today as well. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. Those are the magic numbers to call. You can help Channel 17 earn an additional $2,000 with your pledge of only $10 a month. And you get this old house every week and these great specials throughout the course of a year here on Channel 17. Nearly every time we do a membership drive, we have at least one This Old House marathon for your enjoyment. And it's a crummy day outside. It's a great day to have something like this to watch. When all the other channels have on cartoons and things for kids, you have something for grown-ups, a television station that provides a service for grown-ups. We've taken
Isn't it wonderful to have a grown-up television station that's not just carrying X-rated movies?
Really, yeah.
Oh, normally you say it's a station for grown-ups. That's what you think of.
Well, this
station for adults.
Yeah, this is.
And people think of, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, risque. No, this is the station that you can watch on a Saturday morning. And a typical Saturday has loads of how-to programs for you. And even, perhaps you don't even own your own home yet, but you're picking up ideas about what to look for when you go to purchase a home. And if you do own your own home, and if you live in an old house like I do, boy, oh boy, this old house really provides loads and loads of tips for you. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. 21 people have called. Our goal on this break is at least 75 members. But don't forget, for the whole marathon, we need 350. So, boy, the more we can get on this break, the better off we'll be. And the closer we'll get to that $2,000 challenge. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. Call now. I'm going to get some more great thank yous to show you in just a second. And you
Folks,
have some.
help us. Please help us to get to that number. 350 new membership pledges is what we need. We just brought in 4 more people to answer telephones because all of a sudden the telephones were very, very busy. Now they stopped. Go to your telephone, please. We've got plenty of people here ready to answer the telephone now. Go to your phone. Make your membership pledge to Channel 17. It's very, very important that you do. We can continue to give you outstanding television programs. We brought online the new Yankee Workshop this year for the very first time. You're seeing Home Time. You're seeing This Old House. You got a lot of other great programs, including Jeff Smith with a Frugal Gourmet and a lot of other great programs on Saturdays, Motor Week, and so on. We can keep them coming your way. There's the number of programs that people get. This number of programs, if they watch on a regular basis, watch on Saturday, and so on, you'll see 52 This Old House programs. You'll see 52 programs of cooking and so on. Just all kinds of great things. We also have a little thing that we're going to send your way. If you make a charge to Channel 17, if you make a charge gift to Channel 17 right now, if you charge your This Old House pledge, we're going to send you this Old House pin. And you can wear this even with a great business suit and so on. You can see, we're not getting it too well there. Let me see if we can, by fiddling with it a little, can we show it a little better? I guess not. It is silver. As you can see, let me tilt it that way. It's silver, and it's the This Old House logo and so on. It's very attractive, and that comes your way with a charge gift of $10 or more. Any charge gift of $10 or more to This Old House, we're going to send you that. And I think that's just a great, great opportunity for you to have your own This Old House logo. You can wear it to work. You can wear it when you're doing your work around the house. 27 people have called. Please go to your telephone and call us now with your pledge. You can have the This Old House coffee mugs. Those come, a pair of coffee mugs, with a gift of $90 or more to Channel 17. This Old House logo on those are the shiny blue and so on. That's a really nice one. And we have another This Old House coffee mug. That's right. Measure twice, cut once. This Old House. And we also have the This Old House handy carpenter's pencils and so on. You'll definitely need those all together. And that's for a gift of $60 or more. That's a real bargain, I'll tell you. And we also have the This Old House ties. And that's for a gift of $150 or more. You can have it either in maroon or in navy. And you can see it's got saws and hammers and pliers and screwdrivers and a brace and bit and so on it. You're going to have either one with a gift of $150 or more to Channel 17, plus $300 and take them both home. The important thing is that you call, no matter what the amount of the pledge. Maybe we're reaching too high. Maybe we're saying, $300, $150. Sure, some people can do that, and they'd love to get these particular thank you gifts. maybe you can only do $25 once or $35 once or whatever it is. Call us now and make your membership pledge. A gift of $35 or more brings you our program magazine every month for a full year. We're coming up to our second show very, very shortly. I think in just a couple of minutes. Please go to your telephone now and make your membership pledge. 30 people have done it so far. We're 70 away on this membership break. Our goal is 350 around this old house today. 350 is going to bring $2,000.
And that's a good point. Everyone counts this morning. It isn't as though we have to reach a certain dollar amount. Of course, obviously, the more dollars we raise, the easier it'll be to pay for the programs. But if you can make a one-time pledge of $35, you'll receive the program guide each month for a whole year, and that'll be kind of nice too. But if you can make a pledge, as a matter of fact, I had a man in the supermarket tell me one time that he thinks that making a $60 pledge is easier than a $25 pledge. Naturally, I was confused. I said, really? And he said, well, sure, because with a $60 pledge, I only have to pay $5 at one time. With a $25 pledge, I have to come up with all $25. Well, that has a certain amount of logic to it. And if you feel that way, too, maybe you'd like to consider one of those monthly pledges. But please call now. I don't want to forget to show you these books, because we have this one. We have both of them at home, as a matter of fact, I think. Anyway, this one is really swell. Oh, boy, I've gotten so much out of this. It's the Reader's Digest Complete Do-It-Yourself Manual. It's available for a pledge of $180, and it takes you through really step-by-step with pictures and diagrams about doing absolutely everything, from putting in a door to wallpapering to installing new gutters inside and out, installing an electric garage door opener. We've taken 39 plumbing emergencies, you know how that can be like, and all the other maintenance. And in the back, it even has some projects that for building cabinets and other things and outdoor areas and whatnot, a drop leaf table. This can be yours for that pledge at the $180 level. We have the Home Improvements Manual for a pledge at the $120 level. And this is also very nice and is much the same thing, except it deals more with home improvements than it does repairs. Now, if you would like both books, you normally would have to pledge $300 to get both books. But because of the marathon, we're offering you both books for $240. So if you can make that pledge at the $20 a month level, you might want to choose this pair of books, indispensable if you're a home improvements person. We've taken 46 pledges. Let's get all the way to at least 75. 100 would be better. Call now, please. You know how much you enjoy the program. This program was sort of setting up remodeling the kitchen, but boy, wait till they get into it. I know that you're going to enjoy it. And it's like a drama. You know, you have to stay with it to see how it finally turns out. You saw the kitchen, what it was like to start with, and they're going to be doing a lot of great things in there. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. We've taken 46. We need to take about 30 more in the next couple of minutes. Let's do it now. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017.
We only have a few minutes before we go to the next program, folks, and we really, truly, just 2 minutes before we go to the next program. On This Old House, we've got 6 This Old House programs today. You can make a difference. You really, truly can make a difference by going to your telephone. I know this isn't a day to work outside. I know it's a day to be doing jobs inside. But how about taking the rest of the morning and some of the afternoon to watch this Old House marathon? Call a couple of friends. After you've called to make your membership gift to Channel 17, call a couple of friends that you know are This Old House fans and tell them, remind them that the marathon is on today. They've only missed the first part of it. Tell them the marathon is on today, and it was just the setup. We didn't do any of the work. We didn't see any of the construction getting done and so on. The game plan is just being laid out in the first program, so they haven't missed a whole lot. Call them and remind them. Tell them everything starts now in the next program. Go to that telephone and make your membership pledge to Channel 17. We've redone our kitchen. I know what it can be like, and I know what these folks are going through when they say, we want to remodel our kitchen and so on. It is an excruciating thing. And if you have it done outside, it's excruciating. If you do it yourself, it's excruciating. But when it's done, it is absolutely wonderful. It's just wonderful. I was in Mark Russell's home the other day down in Washington and so on. They have a wonderful kitchen. I said it's probably the nicest kitchen in all of North America. You know, and we just redid ours, and we love our kitchen. Everybody feels that way about their kitchen when they redo it, right?
Those rooms,
I just spend so much time there, right? Go to your telephone now and call us with a membership pledge. We're all going to get to see how we remodel a kitchen. And even if you saw it the last time around, stay with it. It's one of the really good ones. Call and make your membership pledge. 51 people have called. We're 49 away, and we're just about, 30 seconds away from going to the next This Old House program? 30 seconds. Go to your telephone. We got a lot of thank you gifts. We probably have more thank you gifts for this old house at more different levels than we do for any other single program. That's how important you told us this show is to you. So we have stocked up on all these things because you've told us they're important to you. Go to your telephone now and continue to show us that this old house is a very, very important program. How can you show us that? By making a membership pledge. We're going to have to do the rest off the air, folks, because we've got to go on to the next program. Go to your telephone, please, and call us. Goldie says, well, we really need to get on this one. 75 membership pledges, and we can move on. Go to your telephone and call us with a membership pledge. We're not going to delay until we take those 75 membership pledges. We're going to trust you that you're going to do something about it. We're 19 calls away from 75. 19 calls away from 75. And we have 6 programs today. We have a goal of 350 membership pledges in order to pull down $2,000 from the Members Challenge Fund. Some really great members. Every member is great. But there are some who've done an extra thing for us. They've gone out of their way. They've said, yes, we'll do something additional, by making extra money available. So if you can convince other people to join, we'll put up extra dollars. And that's what they've put up $2,000 if you call in and make your pledge. 15 membership calls away, Goldie tells me. 15. We're going to go to the program. This is We Trust and We Hope. 12 away. You can do it if you go to the phone right now and make it happen. Please, we need 12 additional calls. We need you and 11 other people to go to the telephone. Will you do it, please? Uh-oh, the adventure continues. As you said, this is like a soap opera, I'll tell you.
Add $4,000 or $5,000 on the whole budget.
And her husband is from the Buffalo area here. You know that?
The owner of the house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see much of him. Well, okay, here we
He's
are.
ducking.
Here we are in the Channel 17 studios. We'll be going on to the next This Old House program very shortly. And we want to update you on how we're doing toward our $2,000 challenge, actually toward your $2,000 challenge. Current members have gotten together and offered membership gifts over and above their regular pledge to Channel 17 to encourage you to become a member. We have gotten $2,000 together from those members and challenged you to be one of 350 people pledging this morning around this old house. We're down to needing 282 people, and we're going to be very shortly running out of time. So we'd like to take at least 75 on this break.
It'd be great to even take that below 200.
I'd like to take it down below 200.
I could tell. I could see that in your eyes.
But anyway, so in order to be able to do that, we need to hear from at least 83 people on this break, and you can be one of them. 68 people called in on the last break. That's great. So we need to hear from you now. If you're not a member, if you're enjoying this program, if it's making you realize that the kitchen remodeling job is a little more complicated than just buying a new stove and fridge, please call now, 881-4800, our toll-free number, 1-800-727-1017. Our volunteers were telling us that many people were asking about the T-shirt and sweatshirt, so we'll show them once again. And this is the This Old House Today's Chores T-shirt, and it has a list down here of all the chores you always want to get around to on the weekends and never seem to get around to.
Little things like raising the ceiling and rewiring the second floor.
Doesn't have things on here that I like read the paper and go to the library and eat hot fudge sundaes. You know, there's the kind of list I like to make up. But anyway, this shirt is available for a pledge at the $90 level, or if you choose the very simple but elegant This Old House shirt, this is dark blue with the white This Old House logo. That is another choice available at that $90 level. Remember, you can make that $90 pledge and pay it at only $7.50 a month. The $60 pledge would cost you $5 a month. The $120 pledge, $10 a month. Pledge as much as you can to make sure that this old house continues. It was a little bit of an experiment several years ago when it started. Nobody realized the phenomenon that it would become. It was seemed to be kind of a nice idea, buy an old house, fix it up on the air, and that was supposed to be the end of it. Well, people were just raving about this show, wanting more, and over the years, they've remodeled apartment buildings and ranch houses, and they've taken us on tours of various sections of the country, all different kinds of architecture. Today, they're doing a kitchen. They've done a lot on this old house. They've put in recreation rooms. They've put on additions. They've changed garages into recreation rooms. 10 people of the 83 have called. We need 73 more calls. So if you're thinking about becoming a member, please do it now. Our numbers, 881-4800 for our greater Buffalo area, Any of our friends in Southern Ontario, anywhere else in the U.S. can reach us directly by dialing that 800 number, 1-800-727-1017. Got a lot of great thank you gifts, but the programming is what's important. You enjoy it week after week after week on Channel 17. Put aside $1.25 a week or $2.50 a week to make sure that this program continues. 881-4800 or toll-free 1-800-727-1017.
Folks, get on that telephone right now. I'll tell you, there's $2,000 at stake right now for your funds. It's your funds, in a sense. It's money that's going to be used for this old house programming. And we have to buy this old house to keep it coming your way. We want to make sure we can keep it coming your way. We have to pay the operating costs to get it on the air, and that's very substantial. We've originated this old house marathon concept, which all the PBS stations are now using across the country, because a lot of you were pleased when we did it for the first time and showed 3 or 4 programs, said, gee, that's wonderful. Could we see an entire project? And we were able to do that for you. Well, it costs dollars to do that. If we're going to be able to serve you, if we're going to be able to give you the kind of service you want with this old house, then we need your cooperation and we need your support. And we're asking you, please, to go to your telephone right now. You know that you don't get anything good these days without putting out a few bucks, and quality costs. And if this old house is quality, you can understand why it costs. We're asking you now to help us to pay those costs by going to your telephone, by making your membership pledge for Channel 17, by continuing to give us all this wonderful, wonderful program. I don't care whether you ever lifted a hammer, whether you ever lifted a screwdriver, whether you ever picked up a power drill. You can enjoy this old house. There are a lot of people who watch this old house every Saturday, or most Saturdays, who never pick up those tools, who never take on a major do-it-yourself project around the house. But they're fascinated by people who do, and they're fascinated with seeing how it gets done. Because if you ever want a contract to get it done, you want to know the pitfalls that are facing you. You want to know the obstacles you've got to overcome. You want to know all the things about how it's done. You really want to get on the inside of it. You want to demystify it. And that's what this old house does for you. So how about it? Go to your telephone right now. We've given you a lot of good reasons to go to the phone. The next step is up to you. Right now, we're calling for some action. This is not the time to just sit and watch. It's not the time to be just a viewer. We've got 4 more of this old house programs coming up today, and they're all dealing with this one project. When we finish today, we will have finished with the rebuilding of the kitchen. We all are anxious to see how it comes out, and we're all very anxious, of course, for the last program where we go over the budget and see how much we spent over the budget. Go to your telephone and call us and make your membership pledge. 17 people have called. We're 66 away from taking that number. You saw that number at the beginning of the break. 282 membership pledges is what we need right now in order to collect $2,000 from the Members Challenge Fund. We need 66 additional to get us below that number. You can make it happen today. A lot of your friends and neighbors have called. This week, weeks ago when we did it in the Holiday Festival, last year, the year before, and so on. We need your membership pledge of support right now. Don't just leave it up to them. Decide yourself that you want to participate too. And we can send you a thank you gift. If you call in, you make a membership pledge, we offer 2 of what I consider to be the best do-it-yourself, home handyman project books that you can get anywhere. They're both published, interestingly enough, by Reader's Digest, which normally in their magazines doesn't go into doing these kinds of things. But they're published by Reader's Digest, and this is a real handy one. This is the complete do-it-yourself manual. This deals with dealing with wood, dealing with concrete, how to decorate, how to all kinds of things, and everything is illustrated step by step. So if you want to do certain projects, they're step-by-step in this book, all right? That can come your way with a gift of $180 to Channel 17. When we originally got this book, we've got a real deal on it, because when we originally got this book, we had to price it at a $300 membership pledge. We now have it at a $180 membership pledge. But let me also show you this one. This is the Home Improvement Manual. This is if you're going to do a kitchen, if you're going to re-roof, if you're going to, fix up the basement into a rec room and so on. All of that kind. You're going to put an addition on and so on. That's all in here. That is with a gift to Channel 17 of $120 or more to Channel 17. Now, because we've got the marathon on, we're going to offer both of those books. This one, the 180, this one, the 120. We're going to offer them both, not for $300, but for $240. So if you make a gift and pay it at $20 a month, at the end of your pledge period, when you're all paid up and so on, we can send both of those books your way, not just one, but both of them. Or, for a gift of $120 or more, we have this smaller than the one we used to have, tool belt. And your hammer, of course, can go right in here, and the nails and other kinds of things in this pouch. And we have a huge pouch in the back here, a very large pouch, and we've got something that will hold a screwdriver or pliers or something along the side here, and this tool belt, and that's all in leather. It's got the This Old House logo on it, very heavy canvas web belt. It's got a very nice metal hook on it and so on. This is not cheap. This is not, you know, an inexpensive piece that's going to break apart the first time you use it. That's with a gift of $120 or more to Channel 17. But we're not a hardware store, folks. We're a television station. We're a television station that is bringing you outstanding television programs you enjoy. That's what we're trying to get your dollars for. Not for the tool belts, not for the sweatshirt, by the way. This is different than the T-shirt. The sweatshirt, full sweatshirt, is $120. Call us now with your pledge. Goldie, where do we stand?
Well, we've taken 21, and that's a real good start. So we really do need to take an additional 62 membership pledges, and we have less than 10 minutes to go before we go on to the next This Old House program. I know you enjoy the program week after week. You enjoy Bob Villa and Norm Abrams as they go through and spend other people's money and have a really good time remodeling houses. Well, I know you enjoy the program, but because we have to pay for the program, we're asking you to help sponsor it. And you know, even during a time when we're trying to reach this $350 goal for the $2,000 challenge, we don't interrupt the program. You get the whole half hour, just the way it was intended to be seen. We could interrupt it, I suppose, every 10 minutes or so, and do a 10-minute break and ask you to join Channel 17. But we do these things only in between the programs, and we hope that during that limited amount of time that we have to spend with you, that you will go to the telephone and you will make your membership pledge. You will help us to achieve that $2,000 challenge. If you can make a pledge of $120 to Channel 17, please realize that if you do that and you do it today, you do it before 3 o'clock this afternoon, your pledge will be worth actually $2,120. We're 60 away now. If you can make a pledge at the $60 level, your pledge will be worth $2,060. Your pledge really, really will go very, very far this afternoon because of this very generous challenge. So please go to your telephone. I know you've been meaning to do it. It's just like these jobs on the shirt, you know. It's things you're meaning to do and you put off doing and you put off doing and you put off doing. I know I just got around to wallpapering in the house, and believe me, I wallpapered everything that wasn't moving. The dog wasn't safe in the house. If he was sleeping, because boy, I was ready to slap a sheet of wallpaper on him. But you know how it is. Once you get going, you get spurred on by how nice it looks, and maybe that's the way you are too. But it took me about 2 years to get around to the project. Now nobody's safe in the house. It's either, you know, one way or the other. And maybe that's that way in your house, too. And I know making a pledge to Channel 17 was one of the things that you've probably been kind of putting off, saying, yeah, okay, I'll get around to it. Yeah, I should really do it, but I don't know. I really don't feel like it now. I'll wait till a little bit later, and if they need me, I'll make my pledge. Do it now. Otherwise, we won't even be within reaching distance of that as we move into the last break. We have to get that number down little by little as we move through the morning, and your pledge at any level can help. $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. Heck, you can't hardly buy anything for $1.25 a week. You might want to make a pledge of $120. That's what it costs to paper one room, just about. And you can get a whole year's worth of enjoyment out of watching Channel 17. You can make that $90 pledge and pay that at only $7.50 a month if you choose. Or a one-time pledge of $25. A $60 pledge, by the way, can bring you this very smart, This Old House baseball hat. And you know, as you work around the house, you really do need to wear a hat so you don't get your hair all full of paint and wood chips and sawdust and God only knows what else. So you might want to choose this very nice hat, and you can have that for that pledge of $60. If you'd like to pledge $150, you can get the hat and the T-shirt. You decide, and you don't have to decide right now. But call now, please, at 881-4800 or 1-800-727-1017. We're only 54 calls away, but we're less than 5 minutes away from going on to the rest of the program. So please call now. This is a really nice catalog. It's called the Old House Catalog. And if you have an old house, it tells where you can get replacement things, whether it's the wood replacements or whether it's marbles, marble tops or whatnot, and ceiling fixtures and the glass, etched glass and stained glass. It gives you addresses and places where you can write to get a lot of these things replaced. That can come your way with a pledge of $90, or if you choose the guide to building and remodeling materials, and it goes right from setting up your workshop, right to telling you what kind of masonry to use on jobs, and exterior sidings and flooring and insulation. And that's available for a pledge of $90, or you can have both with that pledge at the $150 level. It's up to you. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. Please call now. That's the important thing. Please call now.
You know what almost everybody, I've got to believe, what almost everybody always wants to have, right? I mean, you've passed by construction sites so many times and said to yourself, I wish I had my very own hard hat.
I've said that many times.
You probably have.
I have.
You can have your very own hard hat with a This Old House logo on it. Yep, there it is, the This Old House logo. That's for a gift of $60 or more. Nice, solid, hard hat. That can come your way. Then you can get out and really be part of the construction crew, folks. So go to your telephone and call us now. Now, I'll tell you, if you're doing some work outside, you're doing a little reconstruction and so on, remember, folks, save the squirrels, all right? Save the squirrels, because what we have here, we have a wonderful squirrel. Boy, you're going to love this. Look at that wonderful bushy tail. This is a gray squirrel, not a black squirrel. It's a gray squirrel, and that comes to you with a gift of $120 to Channel 17. And I never realized, because I never got that close to squirrels, but I never realized that they have these kind of whiskers here.
Well, sure.
Did you realize that? I bet you didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
And as Goldie would say, it has a wonderful squirrel tail.
It does, yeah.
And there's the profile. We want to show the profile. And the squirrel from the front. And you can, give him a few nuts or berries or whatever in his paws. And that's with a gift of $120 or more to Channel 17. So remember the motto, save the squirrels. Go to the telephone. Call us now with your membership pledge. 36 people have done that. We are 47 calls away from taking that number below 200. Folks, we really have to work hard. If we're going to get 350 membership pledges for this old house today, that's a lot. Because, some people are only going to be able to watch 1 or 2 programs. And then they're going to have to go away and do other things. They've got other projects scheduled. Perhaps they weren't aware that we had a marathon on today and so on. That makes it that much more important for all of us who are watching right now to go to the telephone and call with a membership pledge. It really, really does. We really need to take a call from everybody who's not a member of Channel 17 and who's watching this old house today. You can be a part of it by going to your telephone to call us now. Really, you can. For a gift of $90 or more to Channel 17, you can have 9 issues of The Practical Homeowner. This one happens to have Bob Vila on the front. But The Practical Homeowner is a book just about that, a magazine. And that'll come your way. Mailed directly to your home by the publisher, of course. And it's got a lot of great handy advice in it, practical ideas and so on. And that can come your way with a gift of $90 or more to Channel 17. Not one magazine, but you can get an entire 9 issues of this with a gift of $90 or more. Call us with a membership pledge. Make that pledge right now. Don't wait any longer. You know you're going to do it sometime. Look, we've got a New Yankee Workshop and Home Time specials on. We've got another This Old House Marathon coming up, not next week, but 2 weeks from now. And it's the current programs on This Old House. You've never seen them before. We're really trying to serve you, but we need your help in order to do that. Goldie, where do we stand? Because we've got to run along to our next This Old House. We're going to take 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Taking 41, so we're 42 away. So we're
41,
almost halfway there.
42 away. All right, let's do it.
We've got enough people in the studio so that 42 pledges will only take about 2 minutes. We really do. And we won't keep you on the phone for a long time. We won't say, well, why haven't you called? You've been watching for months. No, that's all we're going to do is thank you very, very much for finally getting around to becoming a member of Channel 17. Think about any of those monthly pledges, and we don't want to really seem as though we're pushing those, but it is a very easy way to make a major pledge to Channel 17, to pick up a nice gift, and yet not have to really break your budget to do it. You can do that and pay it at $5 a month, $7.50 a month, $10 a month. If you don't want to do that, fine, but call and participate. We'd like to get this number down to 0 by the time we go on to our other programming following the This Old House Marathon, and the only way we're going to do that is if you call. And I'm sure there aren't very many times in your life when you feel really, really, really needed and really, really, really important and say, yes, I really do matter. We all feel that way on voting day or election day. But then throughout the rest of the year, you kind of think, well, gee, it doesn't really matter what I do. It doesn't really matter what I think. That's not so here this morning. It does matter what you do. And if you spring into action and move to the telephone and make that call, you'll help us get an additional $2,000. If you sit back and you say, yeah, sure, they'll go on with the programs, I don't have to bother calling, we might miss it. We truly might. I've worked on challenges before where we've missed it by 3 or 4 calls, and it's really heartbreaking, especially for the people who have participated. Call now, please, 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. We're only 24 membership pledges away from reaching that goal of getting it down below 200. We only need 24 of you from anywhere in Western New York or Southern Ontario. It doesn't matter. You know, you might save yourself some money, or you might even pick up the hint that this project might cost a lot more than you had originally anticipated just from watching this morning. You know, this old house is a program that can really save you a couple of bucks if you watch throughout the course of an entire year. Or even if you don't, even if your house is just perfect, exactly the way you want it, it's a lot of fun to see what other people do with their homes. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. Those are the numbers to call this morning. And we really do need you. We really, truly do. The T-shirts, the sweatshirts, the books, the coffee cups. We have a set of coffee mugs that we can send you for a pledge. At the $90 level, I believe we have a pair of these that we can send. You know, you have to take a coffee break from time to time, and you can have a pair of these nice mugs for that pledge at the $90 level. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is the program. And to tell you the truth, the important thing this morning is the challenge. So get involved in the challenge. Call now, please, 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. The phones are beginning to go.
I will tell you, you're going to count. But I will tell you,
okay.
I made a mistake in counting.
Oh,
so I'm
no.
going to let you unscramble it all and tell us how many we really need. I made a little mistake in subtracting there. So please help us out, Goldie. Right now, we're going to take just about another minute or so. Ask you, please, to go to the telephone. 881-4800. That's a local Buffalo telephone number, anywhere in the local Buffalo calling area. If you're anywhere outside the Buffalo calling area, anywhere in Western New York, anywhere in Southern Ontario outside the Buffalo calling number, call us at 1-800-727-1017. 1-800-727-1017. And we don't tell you to ask for operator 25 or something like that. This is not somebody who doesn't know anything about public television in Western New York and Southern Ontario. When you call that 800 telephone number, you're going to reach one of the volunteers right here in our public television studio in Buffalo. The very public television studio that Goldie and I are sitting in, the very public television studio that serves you on a regular basis. So please call us. Use that number. It's toll-free. Call us now with your membership pledge. We do need, Goldie says now, 19 membership pledges. Thanks for getting me out of that bind, Goldie. I appreciate that. Go to your telephone and call. Look, you can have your choice of ties. This is a This Old House tie. It doesn't say This Old House on it, so you're not going to have to promote the program necessarily, but it does have all the tools of the trade, okay? And that is a silk polyester blend tie. I can't tell you the percentages because I don't have them here, but it's a silk polyester blend tie, and that can come your way in either navy blue or in maroon with a gift of $150 to Channel 17. Either one with a gift of $150. Both of them, of course, with a gift of $300 to Channel 17. And they're very, very nice ties. You can have those if you call. Right now, our goal is to get 350 total new members for Channel 17. Why? So that we can bring in $2,000 to be used for This Old House and similar programs, you know, like Home Time and like Norm Abrams and so on. Asking you to call in now with a membership pledge. We're 17 away. 17 new members for Channel 17. You can do it right now with your membership gift. Remember, the books can come your way with a gift of $240. The 2 books, not for $300, but for $240 to Channel 17. This is one of them. Once again, this is the complete do-it-yourself manual. The other is the home improvements manual. If you're in doubt about which one to get them both. That's for a gift of $240 or more to Channel 17. And the home improvements manual, the do-it-yourself manual, is just that. That's how to repair leaky faucets and things around the house. The home improvements manual is just that. That deals with how to do the major projects, the additions, the family rooms, you know, the re-roofing and all those kinds of things, putting on a deck and so on. That's in that one. Both of them with a gift of $240 or more to Channel 17. The Just Home Improvements Manual for $120. The Just Do-It-Yourself Manual for a gift of $180. Please go to your telephone and call us now. We're 16 pledges away. We really can't hold up any longer. We've got to move on. We need your pledge of support. Keep the calls coming. The number will be on your screen. keep the telephone calls coming, because if you do, we're going to be able to draw down that $2,000 from members who put it up in a challenge fund. You can help us. You can help us by going to your telephone now and calling. We can't stay any longer. We'll keep the number up. We trust that you'll keep calling. We still need about 14, 15 people to call. Will you help now?
Thank
Well,
you.
there you've heard it, right from the carpenter's mouth. So please go to your telephone and call us here at Channel 17. Make your membership pledge to Channel 17 right now. Let us show you what our progress has been. We're watching the progress of the kitchen. Let us show you what our progress has been. Right now, we have been on a couple of times and asked for membership pledges and so on. This is the third opportunity we've coming to you to ask for your pledge of support. And the deal is this. There's $2,000 riding on whether or not we can intrigue 350 people enough to go to their telephone and call and make a membership pledge to Channel 17. We hope we can. We hope we can initiate that call on your part, or we can get you to initiate the call and become a member of Channel 17. Because if we get 350 new membership pledges around this old house today, and we've got 6 this old house programs to do it, but we've really got to start moving, folks. We've really got to we got to put the pressure on. We got to kick in the afterburners right now. Because I'll tell you, we're beginning to lose time on this. We got to take extra time on the last membership opportunity. Here's where we stand right now. This is the number we still need in order to collect that $2,000. That $2,000 comes from people who are already members of Channel 17. They dug down deeper. They produced extra dollars, and they said we can have those extra dollars if you would become a member of Channel 17. The extra dollars are to convince you to become a member of Channel 17, to serve as an inducement for you to go to your telephone to call. So we still need 210 people. I'll tell you, we'd feel a whole lot better about it if we got that number down by at least 75 on this membership opportunity. Now, you can help us to do it by going to your telephone. Our volunteers are standing by. We've got about 10 people in the studio ready to take your telephone pledge. We're looking for your membership pledge of support. We keep saying your, and we underline your. And that's really what we mean. It is your pledge of support that's going to make it possible for us to work for you. You see, everything that we do here is done for you. What we're trying to do is give you the best television programming we can. We're trying to give you television programming that meets your needs. Years ago, when somebody came to us the first time and said, we've got this program about rebuilding an old house, and we said, sure, rebuilding an old house, I mean, after all. And we put this on. We said, how many people actually go in and rebuild an old house? Well, we found out the program didn't appeal just to people who were rebuilding an old house. There weren't a whole lot of people who were doing that. But we found out the program appealed to a whole lot of people who just enjoyed seeing an old house rebuilt. That's what we're asking now. We're asking you, because you're one of the largest audiences that Channel 17 has, for this old house audience, we're asking you to go to your telephone and call us now with your membership pledge. Make it possible for us to tell the producers at WGBH in Boston that the folks in Western New York and Southern Ontario are just as excited about this old house as the people in Boston. The only way Boston ever knew that this was a success, they did this program on the air, and an awful lot of people called them and said, can you do more of these shows? We did. They did. Now we're asking for your pledge of support. 11 people have called. We are right now 64 membership pledges away from what we need on this membership opportunity. Remember, our overall goal on this series of programs, this old house, is 350 membership pledges. You can do it right now with your membership pledge of support. And with a gift of $180 or more to Channel 17, we can send you a very, very special thank you gift. This is one of the best do-it-yourself manuals I have ever seen.
I couldn't even understand.
Well, interestingly enough, it's done by Reader's Digest, and that's what always has puzzled me. But it's a marvelous book, and this is how to fix it around the house, how to unclog the plumbing, how to fix the faucets, how to
putting in a new floor,
put in a new floor, all these other kinds, how to hang a door and so on. That was always a mystery to me. And
probably
I mean,
still is.
well, I mean to get it to open after you'd hung it, you know, that's kind of important too. But all these things are in here. How to do some basic electrical stuff and so on. That's with a gift of $180 or more. For the major projects, that is putting on a deck, and redoing the kitchen, all that other sort of stuff. Roofing. That's contained in the Home Improvements Manual. That's with a gift of $120 or more. Now, normally, if you're real good with math, you'd add those two together and say 180, 120, $300 for the two of them. No, sir. $240 for the two of them. Because it's a marathon, right?
That's right.
And
so
we want you, we
price.
really would like you to have both of them. So call us now. Make that membership pledge. Right now. Numbers are on your screen. One of them's toll free. Goldie will tell you about it.
That's right. It's a new number for us, 1-800-727-1017. Of course, our local number is the same as it's always been, 881-4800, and you're invited to call at either one of the numbers. But please make your call now. We really do need to take 75 on this membership break. We haven't been able to do that yet. We took 68 and 72. That's why we're down to needing $210, or 210 members, rather. We need to hear from you if you are not a member of Channel 17, if you've enjoyed this old house, if you've learned a lot from watching it, or just if you enjoy watching it. If it's a lot of fun for you to see that kitchen, the way it started out, and the progress that they're making, and then you're waiting anxiously to see how it's all going to turn out after they put all new plumbing in and new wiring and the insulation and all that, then they're going to get to the cabinetry and the stuff that's more fun. So call us now, 881-4800 or 1-800-727-1017. If you can make a pledge of $180 or more to Channel 17.
We're a third of the way there.
Great, we're taking 25 already.
On this break.
Great. On this break, oh yeah. And you can pay that at $15 a month. We have the This Old House video. If you have a VCR, you might want to choose this. It includes installing a deadbolt lock, trimming a door, repairing a patio screen, weather stripping, installing track lighting, replacing switches with dimmers, fixing a faucet, unclog a toilet, building a deck, constructing a brick walk, glazing a window, refinishing a floor. It runs for an hour, and the nice thing about this is if you have to go back and look at it again, you can just rewind the VCR, and you can really see what they're really doing so you don't get anything all mixed up. This is available for that pledge at the 180 level. It's guaranteed to be informative for you, and it might make a great gift for someone that you know is maybe buying a new house or something. That would really be a nice idea. But call now, no matter what the amount of your pledge. Maybe you can afford a $60 pledge and pick up either the hard hat or the This Old House baseball cap or the mug with the carpenter's pencils. Any of those items for a pledge of only $5 a month. Gosh, you know, it's only $1.25 a week if you can make a pledge at the $2.50 a week level. That's that $10 monthly pledge. Split the difference. Make a $90 pledge and pay that at only $7.50 a month. Make a one-time pledge in any amount. If you like those two great books, and believe us, they are really sensational. I don't think that showing them for a couple minutes on TV really does them justice, but when you have them in your hands and you see all the money you can save just by having these books, boy, I know you'll never be sorry that you made that pledge to Channel 17. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. We're running out of time because we took a little bit longer on the last break. We have to make up that time somehow, and we will, if we can get all the telephones in the studio busy for the next couple of minutes, I know we can get to that goal of 75. But the last time, boy, oh boy, with only about 5 minutes to go, we had only taken about 30 pledges or so, and it really took that extra time in order to make the 72. We don't want that to happen this time. We want to keep this program on time so that you can enjoy the next episode of Remodeling a Kitchen. Our number here in the studio, 1-800-727-1017, or if it's a local call, call us directly at 881-4800.
And we're still, I'm looking at the number here, we're still standing at 25, another couple of telephone calls, I think, just coming in. But you know, all of a sudden we had a flurry, and then all of a sudden things kind of petered out. We don't want things to peter out. Just as with a project, when you get the thing started, you want to keep it rolling. You want to keep it going. That's exactly what we want to do right here. We have got the thing started this morning, and we want to keep it rolling. Not only the project, but we want to keep your membership pledges coming. If you've already responded, we want to say a very special thank you to you because you've made it possible for Channel 17 to do programming like this. If you responded 6 months ago or when we were on during Holiday Festival, thank you for that. If you responded a year and a half ago and you haven't responded since then, if you call in, we count you as a new member because you're now lapsed. You know, you're no longer receiving our program magazine and so on. We count you as a new member, and you'll count toward this challenge if you call in now to make our membership pledge. The challenge says we need to get 350 new members for Channel 17 in order to draw down $2,000 from the Members Challenge Fund. We want to, and we need to draw down that $2,000 for programming. That's a lot of money for programming here at Channel 17. You can help us, really. You truly can help us by making your membership pledge, whatever the amount. Maybe it's $120, and you can do that at $10 a month. Maybe it's $180 at $15 a month. Maybe it's $7.50 a month or $5 a month. And as Goldie said, somebody once told her it was easier for them to do $5 a month than it was to do $25 one time. That's fine. Go to your telephone and call us. Tell us that. Maybe you want to make a one-time pledge of $10 or $150 or $300, whatever it is. But go to your telephone now, please, and call. 34 people have done it on this membership opportunity. We're 41 away on this membership break. If we're going to be able to get to 350, divide it out by yourself, folks. We have about 6 membership opportunities, and we're chewing up some of that time. You can see we need 60, 70 membership pledges every single break. So please go to your telephone and help us to help you. That's what we're asking for the opportunity to do. You can have this T-shirt, and this is the This Old House T-shirt in blue. It's got the This Old House logo on it, short-sleeved, of course, and that comes your way. That's a cotton T-shirt, comes your way with a gift of $90 or more to Channel 17, or you can have the long-sleeved sweatshirt, the true sweatshirt, and that is also with a This Old House logo. That's for a gift of $120 to Channel 17, or you can have the tool belt for a gift of $120. Now, how about the tool belt? And this is all leather and a heavy canvas web belt and so on. But the tool belt goes, and you can see the rivets. It's a very substantial belt, but that goes for $120. So how about the sweatshirt and the tool belt for a gift of $240 or more to Channel 17? Do it right now. The last number that I just reported to you, we turned around. We've taken 41 membership pledges. We now need 34. We need you and 33 others to go to the telephone and call us with a membership pledge. You can do it. We're going to take just a couple minutes before we go to our next program, and we're asking you to call with a membership pledge. Program number 4 of this sequence of 6 is coming up. And, you know, we always like it when it's when the weather's a little difficult outside because people stay home and watch television. So now the weather's getting real nice.
Yeah.
And people are beginning to go outside and things like that. Much as they love this old house, some of them may not be able to stay around. It places that much more responsibility on all of us who are watching right now to become a member. And that's what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to be one of them by going to your telephone and calling. We had 35 people call this morning, bright and early this morning, when their kids were watching Sesame Street. Something like 20 people called who are fans of Motor Week. People called around all kinds of programs so far. It's the This Old House audience that we're after right now, and you're part of that audience. We need your pledge of support. 46 people have called. We're only 29 away.
We're only 29 away, that's right, and it's going to take some participation from you if we're going to be able to take those additional 29 calls. We know you can't make 29 telephone calls, but we're asking you to perhaps make one, only one, and sure, it's going to cost you a couple of bucks, but boy, when you think about all the enjoyment and all you've learned from watching Channel 17, and I'll just bet the Saturday programs aren't the only thing you watch. Maybe you enjoy our documentaries. Maybe you enjoy our public affairs shows or our science shows. Maybe you like the dramas. Maybe you do have children or grandchildren or nieces and nephews that benefit from watching Sesame Street. I know you probably watch Channel 17 a lot more often than you think if you really stop and think about it. But what we need to hear from you is that you enjoy this particular program and that you want to help us earn that additional $2,000. Call us now, please. 881-4800, 1-800-727-1017. Those are the magic numbers. And if we can reach that 350 goal, the members will chip in with an additional $2,000 for This Old House. And that's going to go a long way toward helping to pay for the great Saturday how-to programming lineup that you enjoy so much here on Channel 17. So do it now, please. I want to point out before I show you our friend the squirrel, a friend or foe, I don't know. He's pretty cute. Oh, why don't I show him now? What the heck? He's available for a pledge at the $120 level. He's really very cute. We're only 20 away from that goal. We're just about out of time, but we still need 20 people. He's real cute, and he or she might come your way with a pledge of that $120 or more to Channel 17. Now, I've had some requests to show these books again. Apparently, there was some confusion last time. Okay, you can choose either one for a pledge of $90. Now, this one, look at this place. Boy, some shack, huh? Isn't that great? And this can come your way with a pledge at the...
Could look that way. All requires a little work.
If I win the lottery, I got to keep buying lottery tickets. That's what it is. But anyway, this is really nice because if you do have an old house and you'd like to have a listing of places where you can get some replacement things, whether it's for a ceiling fixture or perhaps some special windows or stained glass or whatever, this is really nice. It tells you the places that you can write to get catalogs and whatnot. We're only 14 membership pledges away that can come your way for the pledge of $90. If you'd like to set up a workshop, or if you're doing some work and you'd like to know what materials are best, this is also available for a pledge of $90. Now, if you'd like to get them both, you can have that for a pledge of not $180, but $150. This is another special bargain because of the This Old House Marathon. Now, this is also a very handy, even if you're having work done, they can't pull the wool over your eyes and give you something that's not the best for your money if you can refer to this building guide. And believe me, when the contractors come and talk to you, if you can act like you know what you're talking about, they're not going to be able to charge you extra. Not that there's that many contractors that would do it, but even so, 12 calls away, so you can have both for a pledge at the $150 level, okay? This shirt is available at the $90 level. We've had some calls about this, and this is the This Old House Today's Chores shirt, and it tells about everything you can do. You can put the shirt on in the morning and then lie down on the couch and watch This Old House. Then you have lunch. Then you take a look at the building guide or something like that. And by that time, Saturday's gone. Time for dinner. And then you have to relax in the evening, of course. So, you know, that's about how my dinner usually goes, no matter how good my intentions. Well, anyway, speaking of good intentions, we hope that in the next minute, you will go to your telephone and make that pledge. We're 12 membership pledges away. Let's hit that goal of 75. You can help us to do that with your pledge in any amount. $5 a month, $7.50, $10 a month, $12.50, $15 a month. Those are our monthly levels. You can pledge a one-time amount of $10 or $25. Any pledge will count toward that 210 that we're looking for to reach that $2,000 challenge. So call now, please. Our number here in the U.S., in the greater Buffalo area, 881-4800. Our number out of our calling area anywhere in the U.S. or Canada is 1-800-727-1017. How are we doing?
We're 11 away.
11 away,
and we're going to
okay.
have to trust that it's going to happen.
Okay.
It's going to happen after we go off the air. And so what we're going to do is leave the telephone number up. Remember, that number that says U.S. and Canada, that is a toll-free number. You're not going to get some operator who doesn't know anything about public television. You're going to get a volunteer who works here for Channel 17, volunteers their time and effort for Channel 17 so that you can become a member. That goes right through to our studio here in Buffalo, 1-800-727-1017. Somebody said, how come you don't have the Canadian number any longer? And the reason is we found out it was less expensive for us to do it this way.
And we have more lines coming into the studio.
And we have more lines coming down from Canada by doing it this way. And we actually, it allows us to use more of our members' money for programming, which is what you're calling for and pledging for anyway. The other is the local Buffalo telephone number. So please call us now. We're down to needing 9 membership pledges. If you go to your telephone and call, boy, we could make it. Please go to the phone and make it happen. Take just a minute out to make a membership call and give us your support. We're going on to the next program.
Hi.
Sure, Bob.
Mike and I figured that the fudge cabinet was for keeping fudge in.
we were getting interested in this, really interested in this project.
Right.
We
Fudge
had
cabinet.
dreams of chocolate fudge and things like that.
Yeah, whole cabinet's full. But alas, our hopes were dashed upon the rocks of disappointment. 881-4800 is the number. 1-800-727-1017 is our toll-free number. And we'd like to tell you why we would ask you to call one of those numbers and become a member of Channel 17. We are working on a challenge, a $2,000 challenge put up by members, current members of Channel 17, who are also interested in This Old House. They wanted to get you particularly interested in becoming a member this morning. So they have put up $2,000 if we're able to reach 350 members by the end of the This Old House Marathon. We are now standing at needing 129 more membership pledges. As we have all morning long, we'd like to take this number down by 75, and we can do it if we have your help and your pledge of support. You can pledge any amount. People have been calling in from membership pledges from $10 all the way up to $300 this morning. And I'm sure within that range, there's somewhere that your pledge will fit in. Maybe it's a monthly pledge of $10 a month. Maybe it's a one-time pledge of $25. Maybe it's $25 a month or $5 a month. The amount is up to you. We want to underline that because we feel that's very important. We're not saying that you can't watch Channel 17 unless you pledge $15 a month. That's just not so. You decide what these programs are worth to you. You decide what will fit in well with your budget. You decide if you can squeak out $10 a month, or if you can manage $20 a month, or if you can get by with pledging $5 a month, or a one-time pledge in any amount. That is your decision. To help you along, we offer the monthly payment plans because it does make it easier to make a major pledge, and yet you don't have to pay it all at once. You can make a pledge at the $180 level, for example. $180, oh gosh, that sounds like so much, but to pay it at $15 a month, it's not really so bad when you consider all the enjoyment you get from watching Channel 17. And if you want to make that pledge at the $180 level, we have this wonderful book available. We have a book like this, and it's used a lot in our home. I'm sure it will be in yours, too. And it tells in extreme detail, complete with pictures and diagrams, all about fixing up many, many different aspects of your home, indoors and out. Installing electric garage door opener, all about plumbing and faucets. We've taken 5 of the 75 electrical repairs and what else? Maintenance to your air conditioning or heating system, ceramic wall tiles. This is a project we hope to be working on in our house very soon, and this will help, I'm sure.
Does David know that?
No, if he's watching, he knows it now. And it tells all about gutters and downspouts, and in the back, it even has some plans for installing closets and maybe making some children's playground equipment and so on. A very nice book, and can be yours for that pledge at the $180 level. Now, if you'd like this book to go with it, which normally goes for a pledge of $120, this is the Home Improvements Manual, and by itself, it goes for that pledge at the $120 level. And this is a similar book, but it deals more with large projects like, finishing your basement or your attic, or installing drain pipes and so forth, and that, and putting in a sink and whatnot. Well, that and this can come your way for that pledge at the $240 level. So we hope we haven't confused you, but our volunteers can straighten you out if we have. And believe me, these are both really wonderful books, and you'd enjoy them for many, 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 many years to come. But now we're asking you to become part of the additional 129 people that we still need for that $2,000 challenge. You can become part of it here at Channel 17 with your membership pledge. Locally, call us at 881-4800. Anywhere else that would normally be a toll call, call toll-free at 1-800-727-1017.
I'll tell you what we need right now. We've had a lot of television viewing this morning. A lot of people like yourself have been watching Channel 17, been watching This Old House, and been enjoying. Right now, we need some action. We need some activity. You know, if all a contractor did was come by your house, say, let's say Norm Abram, or, you know, a master carpenter. If all they did is come by your house, take a look at it, and say, yeah, well, yes, sir, that's what you need to do. And then they came back again, and they took another look at it and said, yep, that's what you need to do. And they didn't say anything else. You'd be pretty depressed, because what you said to them when you hired them was, look, we would like you to come in and tell us what needs to be done, and then we'd like you to do it after we give our approval and so on. Well, that's what we need to have from you right now. We need to get some action right now. We need to get your membership pledge of support so that we can continue to bring you some outstanding television. You know, we've gone out of our way to make sure that you'll have an opportunity to have some fun things like this, an entire This Old House project in one day, or things like we're going to do next weekend. We've got Home Time, a very special episode of Home Time for next week. We've got a very special couple of programs with the New Yankee Workshop next week. And the following weekend, we have a This Old House marathon, a smaller marathon of the current This Old House project, the one that we've been, you know, we were watching up till last week and so on. Call us now with a membership pledge, current season's material, I should say. And so, you know, we have fun doing these things, and we like to do them for you. But all the programs, whether they're on the air once a week, as they normally are, or whether they're on in marathons like this and so on, all of them cost money. It costs us money to buy the programs. It costs us money for the people who put the programs on the air. It costs us money for the equipment and the supplies like electric power. Stop and think about that. Stop and think about if we get a signal all the way up into, the Muskokas, for example, or all the way over to Oshawa, where a cable system can pick it up, or all the way down into the southern tier of New York State, where cable systems can pick it up and transmit it and so on. If we're going to do that, we have to have a lot of power. Think about that for a minute. All those things are very, very necessary for you to be able to enjoy public television, for you to be able to enjoy your favorite program, This Old House. And if This Old House is your favorite, please don't figure that somebody else is going to send in the membership pledge. Maybe their favorite program is Masterpiece Theater. Maybe they don't enjoy This Old House. Go to your telephone and call. Those beeps that you heard signify a $120 pledge coming in. We've had a lot of $120 pledges today because people like the various thank you gifts and so on at those levels. We're delighted with that. Maybe you can't do that. Maybe you can do 35 one time or 25 one time or 150 one time. You choose, you decide. Use the number that's on your screen. That's a toll-free number, 1-800-727-1017, or a local Buffalo number, 881-4800. That 800 number that you see is not a call operator 25 number. This is a number that will get you directly through to one of the volunteers in the Channel 17 studio in Buffalo, people who are interested in public television just as you are. They're knowledgeable, and they'll be able to help you. Call us now with your membership pledge for Channel 17. Put it on Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Your gift in the States is tax deductible. In Canada, it could be under certain limited circumstances. We ask you to consult with your accountant there. The big thing is that you get to your phone and call us. 11 people have done it so far. You probably thought, I know what's happened here. We're 64 away. You probably thought we had about 65 membership pledges, and we're only about 10 calls away, and we're thinking you'll probably get those calls anyway. The nut of it is, or the net effect of it is, you probably were saying to yourself, I don't have to call.
I'll call later.
Yeah, that's all. I'll call later. That's real easy to say. You know, sometimes, I hate to say this, but sometimes we all look for reasons not to do something, right? You said earlier it took you a long time to get
2 years.
around to doing wallpapering, right? And I'll bet you had time to do it at various times, but I bet you hunted up reasons. You did an extra load of wash sometimes so that you wouldn't have to get started on the wallpapering. But we all look for reasons not to do things. Maybe unconsciously today, you've been kind of looking for a reason not to call in and make a membership pledge. Maybe you've been kind of salving your conscience by saying, somebody else is going to call. I know they'll make it. And if they don't, well, they'll have it on anyway and so on. Gosh, that couldn't be further from the truth. The reason we're able to do it today is because people like you, same kind of bills, mortgages, car payments, all
House
the other
repairs.
kinds of things, house repairs, yeah. They called. They made a membership pledge. That's what we're asking you to do now. Look, you can have This Old House videotape. It's VHS, and that comes your way with a gift of $180 or more. Let me tell you what this is. This is a home improvement video. It covers both basic repairs and more advanced projects, from fixing a faucet to building a sun deck. It's packed with explicit instructions and helpful hints, a marvelous reference for the beginner or the seasoned do-it-yourselfer. Having said that, you're probably interested in what's on here. Installing a deadbolt lock, trimming a door, very important, repairing a patio door screen as we approach summer. You want to have that all ready when you come into summer. Weather stripping the exterior door, installing track lighting, replacing a switch with a dimmer, replacing a two-prong outlet with a grounded three-prong, fixing a faucet, unclogging a toilet, all very useful advice. Refinishing a floor, building a deck, constructing a brick walk, glazing a window, installing PVC gutter. And this is a 60-minute tape, and, you know, it's real helpful because you can see what's being done. And you can, you know, fast-forward it through stuff you don't want and repeat stuff that you do. That I find very helpful. Or you can have the tool belt. This is a smaller tool belt. That's with a gift of $120 or more to Channel 17. Has your pouch, of course, for nails and all other kinds of things, your tape measure and so on. It has your thing for to hold pliers or a screwdriver or whatever, and has the holder for your hammer here and so on. And it's a web belt, canvas web belt, very heavy. That's a really neat thing. Leather, $120. Leather, not vinyl, folks. This is leather. $120 or more to Channel 17. Call us now with your membership pledge. Come on, make it happen this morning. Let's see how fast we can get these 75 new members. Not just whether or not we can get them, how fast we can get them so we can get back to the program. Goldie and I have no interest in expanding this break or extending it any longer than necessary. We really would like to wrap this up very, very quickly. So please, let's see if in the next 2 minutes we can get the 75 that we need. We've taken 19. We're 56 away. You can help now.
That's right, so you can help very, very quickly and very easily just by dialing your telephone. We're not asking you to write your check this afternoon. We're not asking you to bring your check down to the studio. We're not asking you to even decide what thank you gift you want. You're going to get the complete list when we can send you all the information. But first, we need to know who you are. We'd love to send you a list of all our thank you gifts, and it's a real fun part of becoming a member of Channel 17, sitting down and deciding what thank you gift. And you don't have to choose one that we show you. On the list are things for children. There's more records on the list. There's more books, and a whole bunch of things that you might find enjoyable. We just show you things that we think that you might find particularly interesting, but you're not limited to what you see in a particular break. What we're anxious for you to do is use the information that you have and the telephone number and go to your telephone and call. That's the hardest part of becoming a member of Channel 17. The hardest part is to walk over to the telephone and dial that number. Once you do that, the rest is easy. And in all my years working here at Channel 17, I've never once, not even once, met anyone in Western New York or Southern Ontario who has ever been sorry that they became a member of Channel 17. Never. Not in all these years. So you can imagine when that speaks for itself. And I know that you were saying, well, yeah, they always say you're going to feel a lot better, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. You will. You really will. You're going to feel a whole lot better knowing that you've finally gotten around to doing something that you have been putting off doing. So feel better this nice afternoon and give us a call with your pledge in any amount. And if it happens to be at the $60 level, we have your choice of a lot of different things. One is the hard hat, one is the baseball cap. This is one of my favorites because it has one of my favorite pieces of advice. Measure twice, cut once. And that's great. And this cup and 6 carpenter's pencils can come your way with that pledge at the $60 level. If you'd like a pair of mugs and 12 pencils, make that pledge of $120. 881-4800. Our toll-free number, 1-800-727-1017. We're still 53 away.
26? No, we've taken 26.
Okay, great.
So we
that
are
we're
24 away. No, 50, 49. Make it 49. No, that's true.
We're 49. You're not doing
56,
too well this
23,
morning.
78, 42 and a half, whatever it is.
He's usually really good at this. We're 49 membership pledges away. What do you say we take another couple of minutes?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
we do
I think
that?
we need to do that.
Okay, we really do, because this $2,000 challenge is so very, very, very important. 881-4800.
Maybe we should mention what's happening with that challenge. I don't think we've recapped that whole challenge and how it came about and what it's there for and so on. Well, we have this challenge fund from our members, people who've already given. And they called in, not they called in, but we asked them if they would do this, and they put up a challenge fund, and they've been very good about it. And that challenge fund, this money can come your way if you call in and make a membership pledge. The challenge fund is there to provide an inducement for you to become a member of Channel 17. It's $2,000 for your kind of programming and our kind of programming, this old house programming, and do-it-yourself programming by if you call and make a membership pledge. But the sticker is we have to get 350 new members for Channel 17. 350 people have to call to make a membership pledge who weren't members when we started this old house earlier today. That's what we're asking you to do now. Going into this break, we needed 129 people to call. We've now taken 30 membership pledges. We only need 45 on this break, only 90 for the rest of this old house, and we'll be able to pick up that $2,000. It'd be wonderful if we could take even more than 350. That would be terrific. It really honestly would. It'd be great if we could show people that you thought so much about this old house. If we were able to tell the producers in Boston that you thought so much of this old house that you not only met the challenge goal, but exceeded the challenge goal, that would be terrific, because we're always in a voting situation here on PBS. We're not only asking you to vote for your favorite program, but we have to convey that to the folks at PBS. We have to tell them what kinds of programs you're really interested in. And how do we do that? We judge by a lot of ways, by the audience figures that we get, by the phone calls and the letters that we get, but also, very importantly, by the telephone calls that we get, the membership pledges that we get in a membership time. And that's why we're asking you to call in now with your membership pledges. This is one of your favorites. Let us send a resounding yes vote to the folks at WGBH in Boston and tell them, yes, you really do love this. Western New York and Southern Ontario, put that at the top of your list, WGBH, because the folks here love Norm Abrams, Bob Vila, and all the folks on this old house. Call us now. 41 people have done it so far on this break. We're 34 away on this membership opportunity, and we've got just about a minute, Goldie, and I think you should have the honor of doing that.
Okay, well, we've had a couple calls about the shirts. All right. You have your choice of T-shirts. One of them is the simple but elegant This Old House dark blue shirt with the This Old House logo, and that's a nice T-shirt available for a pledge of $90. The other one is the one I'm wearing, and it's called Today's Chores, and it has a list of all the chores you ought to get around to on the weekend, and that's also really cute. And either one of these T-shirts come in your choice of size, and you can have one for a pledge of $90 or more to Channel 17.
Goes for $120.
The sweatshirt, the blue and white sweatshirt, goes for a pledge at the $120 level. So you have your choice of a lot of different gifts, but the most important gift that we feel we can give you is this great program week after week after week, a program that is always interesting, a program that often gives us a lot of tips personally to use in our own remodeling program that also often saves us a couple of bucks here and there by giving us these tips. We're 30 calls away. We're only a half a minute away from going on to this old house.
One more minute.
One more minute. Okay, we can make those 30 calls in 1 minute. I know we can because we have enough volunteers. There's more reinforcements arriving even as I speak. We want to take a moment to say thank you to these folks that came down in the ice storm this morning.
Right.
They're wonderful.
Boy, what a great
and they're
bunch.
all friends of Western New York
Let's hear
Public
it.
Broadcasting.
Hear it for yourselves, folks.
They're great. They're really super, and we appreciate them coming down
Some of our
very, very
veterans.
much. That's right. And boy, it really took a lot to come down and slip slide down the streets of Western New York.
Sliding away.
To come down to the studio and answer phones. We really appreciate it very, very much. And we appreciate all of you who have participated this morning. If you've become a member so far this morning, we thank you very much. If you're already a member, we thank you very much. And if you call within the next 30 seconds, we'll thank you very much for being part of the 129 people that we still need if we're going to be able to meet this $2,000 challenge. So how about it? You can do it. I know you can. We're only 27 away. We're going to have to do it as we go on to the next program, however. But please keep your calls coming in. We're here in the studio anyway. We would just as soon talk to you and ask you how much you're enjoying the program. It's not going to take that much out of your enjoyment of the program to make that membership pledge call. So if you're on your way to your telephone, please don't stop. We really need to speak with you and get your name, your address, and the amount of your pledge, and then you're back to the show, knowing that you're a member, that you're sponsoring this great show here on Channel 17. Our number, once again, toll-free, 1-800-727-1017, or here in the greater Buffalo area, call us by calling 881-4800. We need to hear from you, and we need to hear from you now, so please do it. Thank you.
Well, we always hope. We always hope.
But we never know, right?
We never know.
If it lasts 100 years or
That's
not.
right.
Hello.
And hi, Mike Collins, Goldie Gardner. We're in our Channel 17 studios. Once again, asking for your help. This is the This Old House Marathon. And we're finishing a complete project today. We're not done. You know, there's a couple more episodes still to come. One more episode still to come. Excuse me, not a couple more. One more episode still to come of This Old House. And the kitchen remodeling and so on. It gives us a chance to finish it all up and wrap up the loose ends and find out what the costs were and how did we do as opposed to the budget and how does it really look when all the furnishings are in and so on. That's all to come. So stay with us. You've been with us now for quite some time, since 10:30 this morning. We hope you'll remain with us for the next episode. Coming up very, very shortly. But right now, in order, folks, you've heard us before, haven't you? Now, maybe you're just tuning in for another program. Maybe you're switching the dial across other television stations, just happened upon Channel 17 and saying, oh, gosh, what are they doing with This Old House? It's one of my favorite shows, and I missed it this morning. I had to be out, and I find it on now. Well, you're going to see one final episode of This Old House in just a few minutes. But what we're asking you to do, we have a challenge, and that is from some members who dug down deeper, in addition to their membership pledge, put up extra dollars to induce you to become a member of Channel 17, to do it on a matching basis. And what they've said today, in effect, is if we can get 350 new members for Channel 17, we'll get $2,000 from our Members Challenge Fund. $2,000 from the Members Challenge Fund if, indeed, we take 350 new members for Channel 17. We started out at the beginning of this at 10:30 asking for those 350 new members for Channel 17. It's been hard, I'll tell you, but we're right now needing 70 new members for Channel 17.
Oh, boy.
We'd love to take them all right now. It'd be wonderful if you could show such an expression of support for This Old House that you went even beyond 350. That would be terrific, but we need 350 in order to get the $2,000. It'd be wonderful to go beyond, because we could then tell the producers that the people in Western New York and Southern Ontario really, truly love This Old House. Go to your telephone now and call us. Make your membership pledge for Channel 17. Make it happen right now. We'd love to take at least
50 new members on this membership opportunity because our last break will be quite short, I'm afraid. So please, go to your telephone now, call us, make your membership pledge, make it happen right now. You can do it for Channel 17 this afternoon. You can do it for yourself this afternoon by calling Channel 17, by calling us here and making a membership pledge. You see a local number on your screen. That is a Buffalo number. If you're anywhere outside that Buffalo number, which is 881-4800, if you're anywhere outside that Buffalo number, then by all means, please use our toll-free telephone number. That toll-free number is 1-800-727-1017. 727-1017. Dial a 1-800 before that. As you probably know, that's toll-free. You're not going to get an operator out in Kansas City or Vancouver or something like that answering the telephone saying, hello, yes, did you want to talk about mutual funds, or did you want to place an order for KTEL Records, or did you want to become a member of a public television station? That's not what you're going to get. What you're going to get is one of our volunteers down here in the Channel 17 studios in Barton Street in Buffalo, the very place that your favorite television program, This Old House, comes from. So go to your telephone now and call us with a membership pledge. If you'd like this wonderful do-it-yourself manual, and this is the Reader's Digest do-it-yourself manual. We've shown the cover and so on before. We've shown the pictures. Let me tell you, I'm going to turn this a second, folks. I would like to tell you, I'd like to read for just a minute what's inside, okay? I'd like to tell you what the chapters are, because I think, you know, you want to get the book and so on. You want to make a pledge at that $180 level, you'd like to know. There's a section about hand tools, how to choose them and use them, power tools for the home workshop, fasteners, hardware, and adhesives, making your own interior repairs, for example, stairs, floors, wood sash windows, casement windows, and so on. Major and minor exterior repairs, like roof repairs, caulking, repairing rotted window sills, repairing a gate, furniture, how to repair it and restore it, plumbing, how to keep it in working order, electricity, solving power problems safely, climate control, heating and air conditioning, brickwork and stonework, glass, ceramics, plastic, working with wood, painting and decorating, metals, a guide to better planning, working with concrete, and 50 projects you can build. It's a wonderful book. That's for a gift of $180 to Channel 17. Or, if you'd rather, this is the major one. This is for everything that, you know, you really wanted to add on to the house and change in the house and so on, the Home Improvements Manual. Now, let me read some of the contents in the Home Improvements Manual. It includes planning and improvement, interior renovations like restoring stone foundations, interior doors, staircases, shelves, and closets, electrical and plumbing systems, exterior improvements like adding a wing, putting on a deck, expanding a room outward, adding a dormer, town and country alternatives, restoring an old house, rehabilitating an urban house, energy-saving renovations, understanding heat loss and gain, and all those other kinds of things. And it's just absolutely wonderful. That's with a gift of $120. We're going to send you both of them. If you can do a gift of not $300, but just $240, we'll send you both of them. These are not important, though. Great as they are, they're not important. The program is, Goldie, where do we stand on our goal?
13 people have called. We're 37 away from our goal of this break. We'd love to take 50 of the 70 that we still need to make up that 350 for the $2,000 challenge. You can help with your pledge at any amount. I know you've probably been watching maybe most of the programs or all of them, and you said to yourself, well, I'll wait for the end, and if it still looks like they need my pledge, then I'll call, because if they make it without me, I'll wait and pledge some other time. Well, you know what? We're getting down to the end, and it looks like we're not going to make it without you. So it is going to be very important for you to take this message very, very seriously, and for you to really realize that we do mean you, that perhaps someone you worked with might pledge for Masterpiece Theater. The person down the street might pledge for Sesame Street. Somebody else you know, a cousin of yours or something, might pledge for Nova or National Geographic. But you're watching This Old House, so it becomes very important for you to make your membership pledge for the program that you enjoy the most. We're not going to take Sesame Street dollars and spend them on This Old House programming, just like we're not going to take your This Old House dollars and spend them on movies or anything else. That's why it's so important for everyone throughout the course of a membership drive to support the kind of television programming that they enjoy the most. Your $90 pledge will bring you your choice of a lot of different thank you gifts. Please remember that it can be paid quarterly, it can be paid in 2 payments, it can be paid in 3 payments, or even at $7.50 a month. And if you choose, you can choose this very nice t-shirt that I'm wearing, and that's the This Old House Today's Chores t-shirt, and that can come your way for that pledge at the $90 level. Or instead, you might want to choose this Old House coffee mug. You get a pair of them for a pledge of $90, I think. You think you get a pair?
Yep.
Let me check. Yep.
Yep, that's right.
And, or instead,
We'd send you 4 for 180 as a matter of
right,
fact, if
you
want.
might want to choose this Old House t-shirt. And that's available for a pledge of $90. If you want the sweatshirt model that Mike is wearing, that would be a pledge at the $10 monthly level. So either of the t-shirts or a pair of this Old House mugs for that pledge at the $90 level, or the sweatshirt for $120. Whatever the amount of your pledge, whatever thank you gift you choose, we hope that you choose to become a member within the next few minutes before we go on to the final episode of This Old House. We're still 34 calls away. We need 34 people from anywhere in Western New York or Southern Ontario to make that membership pledge call. Please do it now. Use our toll-free number for our many friends in Southern Ontario, or if you live out of our calling area here in Western New York, it's the same number, 1-800-727-1017. In the greater Buffalo area, it's a direct call, 881-4800. Either way, you'll reach one of our wonderful volunteers, and we thank them for giving up their afternoon to help you become a member of Channel 17. We are 30 away. We need to hear from you. 1-800-727-1017 or 881-4800.
Get the job done right now. You know, that's the favorite saying around a construction site. Okay, let's get at it. Let's get it done. And that's what we're asking you to do right now. We're asking you to get the job done. This is just, to us, this is just like a construction project. We start with a plan, and then we start building very small. We put in the, we put in the first floor first, and then we do the second floor, and then we do the third floor if there is a third floor. But that's how we start, and we keep building, and we keep building. So we had to start this drive with no members, zero new members. And we know that we had a goal to produce tens of thousands of new members for Channel 17. And that's where you come in. So we started with that base of the first day and the second day, and now we're on to Saturday. And we're asking you to support your favorite programming. We've asked the fans of Lawrence Welk. We've asked the fans of McNeil Lehrer. We've asked the people whose kids watch Sesame Street and Reading Rainbow and other children's shows on Channel 17. We've asked other do-it-yourself fans, people who watch Motor Week, people who watch Rod and Reel, and so on, to make their membership pledges. Now it's your turn. Now it's your time. Your number has finally popped up in the box, and we're saying, okay, it's your turn now. Go to your telephone and call us now with a membership pledge for Channel 17. Make it possible for us to continue to deliver for you the kind of television programming that you enjoy. If you enjoy getting there on a Saturday morning and sitting down in front of the television set, and maybe you watch This Old House, maybe you watch Norm Abrams' new show on New Yankee Workshop, maybe you've also found Home Time in our schedule, maybe you watch Jeff Smith and the Frugal Gourmet, or maybe you're a fan of Bill Alexander, or one program or another. We're asking you to go to your telephone right now, because now is your opportunity. This is Saturday. This is Do-It-Yourself Day. And the reason we have scheduled so many do-it-yourself programs, so many how-to programs, is because so many of you have told us that you like these kinds of programs. How have you told us? You've told us by becoming a member of Channel 17. You've told us by the fact that you watch Channel 17. Now we're asking you to do something more than just watch Channel 17. We're asking you to do something more than watch. We're asking you to become a member of Channel 17. We're asking you to go to your telephone. We're asking you to say, yes, the programs on Channel 17 are important to me. The programs are so important that I want to do something about those television programs. I want to make sure that those television programs continue to exist. How do we do that? All of us. Well, Goldie and I do it. We've already made our membership pledges, so how do we do it? We do it by being down here to ask you to become a member of Channel 17. How do our volunteers do it? Many of them are members of Channel 17, too. So how do they do it? After they become a member, they come down here and they answer telephones so you can become a member. Now we're asking you not to be just a viewer of Channel 17, but to take one step beyond that. We need activity. We need a positive statement from you that public television programs are worthwhile and that what you see is what you want to continue to get. So call us with your membership pledge. You can do it. You know, you can make a gift of $150, and you could pay that at $12.50 a month. You could make a gift and pay it at $10 a month. You can make a pledge and pay it at $7.50 a month, or $5 a month. Or you can make a one-time gift of $10 or $120. You can pay your gift on MasterCard, Visa, or American Express if you don't like our charge plan. You can call us toll-free, 1-800-727-1017 if you're outside the Buffalo area. 1-800-727-1017. If you're in the immediate Buffalo calling area, it's 881-4800. I don't know what else we can do to make it easy for you. we do explain that it's so important that you call. The tool belt can come your way. You've seen it before. This is the smaller one, not that big one that we used to offer. This is leather. It's a very, very, very fine leather, nice, soft, and it's got a very heavy canvas web belt. It's got, this is not vinyl, folks. This is real leather. It's got real metal for the clasps and so on. You can see the metal rivets and so on. This is well put together, certified by Mike Dwyer, and that comes your way with a gift of $120 or more to Channel 17. So go to your telephone and call us now. 37 people have done it on this break. We're just 13 away. You and 12 others is what we're away. Come on, call now, please.
And, you know, even once we get those extra, you and 12 others, we'll still be about 20 pledges short of that 350. And, boy, the closer we can get on this membership break, the easier it'll be once this Old House Marathon is over. And maybe people will be off doing other things. You are there now, and we're asking you to make your commitment to Channel 17 now. We're asking you to not write your check right now. We're not asking you to go down to the bank and get the money and bring it down to the studio. We're not asking you even to choose what thank you gift you'd like. We're only asking you to make one simple 1-minute telephone call. That's all it's going to take, and we'll only ever ask you to do that once. Then as you keep renewing your pledge and enjoying Channel 17 more and more, you'll have that really good feeling knowing that you are a sponsor of public television. Public television that offers you a great alternative to commercial television. Nothing wrong with commercial television, but we offer you an alternative. Maybe you don't enjoy some of the programs that you see on commercial TV. Maybe you enjoy some of the programs that you see on public television a lot. Why not support these programs so that we can continue our service to you, so we can continue bringing these programs to you? It's very easy. It won't take very much of your time. It certainly won't take the time that you spend watching Channel 17. We're only 5 membership pledges short of the goal of 50 in this membership break. Please, let's do it together. It's going to take 30 seconds of work on your part. Mike and I are committed to work just as hard as we absolutely have to in order to be able to reach that goal of 350 and the challenge of $2,000. Your pledge now in any amount can be worth an additional $2,000 to Channel 17, because if you don't call, we might lose that $2,000 because of 1 or 2 or 5 or 6 telephone calls. Boy, that really wouldn't be fair to the over 300 people who have called so far. 881-4800. Call toll-free 1-800-727-1017. No matter which number you use, you'll get one of our volunteers who will give you all the information, give you a lot of thanks, and add to their thanks our thanks for becoming a member of Channel 17. Please do it now. We only have 30 seconds to go. 1 minute and 30 seconds. 30. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Thanks, Goldie. All right. That's nice of you. I appreciate that. We're asking you, please, to get to that telephone and call. We're 5 away right now from the 50 that we need. That means we're a total of, right now, 25 membership pledges away from getting $350. We're not there yet, folks. We're not there by a long shot. 25 away is just almost as far away in our way of thinking of it as 350 is. It really is, because sometimes it's impossible to get those last few calls.
It is.
People sit back and think everybody else is doing it, so they don't need to go to the telephone, and it becomes very, very difficult. Don't let that happen today. Please go to your telephone. Let's see if we can do even more than 350 membership pledges. You know, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could take 25 membership pledges right now after we go off the air? We could come on and tell you that the goal has already been made. Let's go for an oversubscription to the goal so that we could really send a resounding vote of confidence to the people at WGBH in Boston who produce this Old House and say, we want more of this Old House programs, number 1. Number 2, we'd like more of this Old House marathon. Would you? You can tell us that by calling and making a membership pledge. And remember our campaign to save the squirrels, folks. This is very, very important to me, because we all love squirrels, don't we? I mean, squirrels are important. They're very important in ecology. It's a very important part of the chain of life that we have here on this planet. I think it's very important to do that. They're very industrious little critters. They have fun. They run up and down the telephone wires and so on. I understand the telephone linemen don't like them because they have a tendency to nibble away at those things.
If you get them in your attic, you don't like them.
That is with a gift of $120 to Channel 17, and really neat, bushy-tailed squirrel. That's with a gift of $120 a month. Call us now with your membership pledge for Channel 17. We'll let you know after this program how things are going. Don't go away after this program, because we've got to finish this up. We really do. If you haven't called, we've got to finish this up. Please go to your telephone and call us now. Thank you. Well, you sure got the word. There it comes, straight from the two stars themselves, from Norm and from Bob. Go to your telephone, make your telephone pledge to Channel 17. Make it possible for us to get, first of all, $2,000 today. We haven't made our goal yet. 350 new membership pledges around this old house will bring us, remember, $2,000 from our Members Challenge Fund. We're not there yet. I'm going to show you in just a minute where we are. But we still need your membership pledges support if we're going to have it happen. I'd also like to say that if we can, we've got a few minutes before we go on to our next program, which is Doctor Who, a classic Doctor Who movie, The Modern Undead. But before we go on to that, and at 5 o'clock this afternoon, we've got the first 6 episodes of Fawlty Towers. The first half of our Fawlty Towers marathon, the second half comes next Saturday. But the first half is at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Tell your friends, tell your relatives, tell everybody that Fawlty Towers, one of the funniest television program series ever created. The first 6 programs are on this afternoon going through the early evening, so you'll want to be with us for that. But what I do want to say is we would love to send a very powerful, very strong message to the folks at WGBH, the public television station in Boston, Massachusetts, which produces this public television program for us to buy. We'd like to show them that the people in Western New York and Southern Ontario really love this old house. And we'd like to tell them that we had a goal of 350 new members for Channel 17. We had a challenge that would pay off with $2,000. We'd like to tell them that not only did you meet the challenge of 350, we'd like to tell them that 400 people called in to make a membership pledge. We'd like to say that's how much the people in Western New York and Southern Ontario think about public television and think about this old house in Western New York and Southern Ontario. You can help us to demonstrate that today. You can help us to send that message by going to your telephone and making your membership pledge for Channel 17. You can truly make it happen this afternoon. Send that message, folks, loud and strong and clear. What that says to the producer is, these people love this program. We better keep it coming. We better get out there and hustle and find other houses that need doing. We better find other new projects that need to be done, because the folks out there, particularly in Western New York and Southern Ontario, love this program. Let's show them that. Let's tell them that right now, because we have to tell them. We go very soon into our bidding process about programs that we buy and so on. We'd like to tell the folks who produce it that you care about this old house. Call in with a membership pledge at any amount. You determine the amount of the pledge. Remember that. Could be $15 a month. Maybe it's $10 a month. Maybe it's $12.50 a month. Maybe it's $7.50 a month or $5 a month. All wonderful pledges, and you can pay them on a monthly basis. We send you an envelope every month to remind you. You can return your check, that month's check in the envelope. Or you can make a one-time gift of any amount. You choose. Could be $10, $110, $1,500. You choose on that, too. Could be MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. Use the phone number on your screen. It's a local number in Buffalo. There is a toll-free number, 1-800-727-1017. If you're anywhere outside our local calling area in Western New York or Southern Ontario, that is the number for you to use. It's toll-free. And you will connect not with an operator someplace else in the world. You'll connect with an operator, a volunteer, right here in our own television studio who'll take your pledge. For a gift of $120 or more, we have the tool belt. That's a gift of $120 or more. You've seen it before. It's a wonderful leather tool belt and this wonderful web belt and so on. That comes your way with a gift of $120 or more. And I told you I'd tell you where we stood. Right now, as we went into the break, we needed 5 membership pledges. But that's not really our goal. Our goal on this membership break is, let's send that strong, powerful message. Our goal is 55 new members for Channel 17. You can do it. I know you can. Let's work hard for Channel 17, public television, and this old house.
And we've taken 14 of the 55 that we're looking for. That means that we're closing in on making this really, really a success, this great This Old House Marathon. So please, Western New York and Southern Ontario, keep those calls coming in. We really, really do want to send that strong message to This Old House and the people that produce it saying, yes, produce more of these great shows. We'd love to see more projects like this where we can have a marathon and enjoy the project from beginning to end. You can help with your pledge in any amount. A $90 pledge will bring you a pair of This Old House coffee mugs or your choice of a couple of T-shirts, one of which I'm wearing, or a one-year subscription, 9 issues, to the Practical Homeowner. And this is really a nice magazine. It has an article about your 10 best workshop organizing ideas. And then they also had Diary of a Kitchen Renovation. Now, this isn't the one that we saw, but a little more modest in scope and also very, very interesting. I was looking at it just before the break began. And it has design for designing your own home entertainment center. And this magazine looks like it'd be really, really well worth it for you. And you can have a subscription to it so you can enjoy it and your membership in Channel 17 for a whole year for that $90 pledge. But no matter what the amount of your pledge, please believe that your pledge is important to us here, and it really will become increasingly important to you as you watch This Old House throughout the course of the year, as you learn from it, as you enjoy it. We're 32 away from that goal of 55. Let's all do it together. Thank you to everyone who have participated so far. But if you haven't participated, we need to hear from you now. We only need 32 more pledges in the next 5 minutes. Can we do it? Of course we can, because you're on our side. And that's all we need. If we work together, we can get anything done. 881-4800, our toll-free number from Canada, or anywhere in the United States where it would be a toll call normally, is 1-800-727-1017. That's our new number. Please use it and call us now. If you can pledge $120, that would be, you can pay the easy rate of $10 a month. $90 would be $7.50 a month, a $60 pledge, only $5 a month. Not $5 a week, not $5 an episode, just $5 a month, or $7.50 a month, or $10 for a whole month's worth of entertainment and enjoyment. We're here on Channel 17. We want to remind you at 5 o'clock this evening, the Faulty Towers Marathon coming up. I'm looking
John
forward to that.
Cleese and the whole brigade.
Yeah.
Manuel.
Oh, that's great.
My friend Manuel.
Basil Faulty and Sybil Faulty will be here for your enjoyment. And then some more great comedy programs as the evening progresses. So you can
The
really...
new Two's Company.
I haven't seen that yet. You said it's really funny.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wonderful.
haven't seen it yet. So anyway, you'll have a lot of fun by watching Channel 17 this evening, and you'll even enjoy it more when you know that you're sponsoring these great programs here on Channel 17. So do it now, will you please? Call us at 881-4800 or 1-800-727-1017.
31 people have called so far,
Great.
Goldie. We're just
Oh,
24 away.
great.
24 membership
We're
pledges
running
away.
out of time, though.
And we're running out of time. We really want to send that message. And we want to, of course, we are able to report that we made the goal of getting the $2,000, but we want to send that very strong message of support to the folks at WGBH in Boston. And you can make it happen right now. 22 additional pledges, 33 membership pledges have come in. 22 additional pledges is what we're looking for. But we're particularly looking, you know what would really bother me, quite frankly? It would really bother me if you had sat there throughout this entire afternoon and you had watched other This Old House programs before this, and you had not become a member of Channel 17. It honestly would, because we truly do need a membership pledge of support in some amount, some level, from everybody who watches Channel 17. And I guess it would bother me to know that you had watched over a period of time, to know that you had watched 6 membership opportunities and 6 membership breaks during this one marathon, and for some reason had decided not to participate in public television, not to participate in continuing to bring yourself the very kinds of programming that you enjoy. I guess that would bother me. Don't let that happen right now. Go to your telephone and call us. It might bother you, too. Call us now with your membership pledge for Channel 17. Make sure that we're able to continue for the years to come, to be able to deliver programs like This Old House. We found out that you like This Old House, so we did The House Detective, which is a local production here on Channel 17, and had quite a bit of success with that. A lot of people enjoyed it. But we did that because you seemed to like This Old House. It told things to look for if you were buying a home. We have brought you Home Time. Now we've brought you Norm Abrams' New Yankee Workshop, and we hope that you're enjoying those. Remember, next week at 9 o'clock, we've got a special Home Time just for this period, this membership period. And it's a 1-hour special on Home Time. And then next week, we have New Yankee Workshop, and we have a kind of a festival of New Yankee Workshop programming next week, so you'll enjoy that too. And then 2 weeks from today, we have another This Old House Marathon, but it's the current This Old House series, and they're starting a new project, as a matter of fact, and I do think, as a matter of fact, with those 3 programs that they're going to do one entire project.
So come back for that. But call us right now with your membership pledge. We're about, what, a minute away? I missed that cue. We're half a minute away. 36 people have called. We're just 19 away. You could do it now by going to your telephone. Remember the books, the 2 Reader's Digest books, one the Home Improvement Manual, the other the Do-It-Yourself Manual, this one for $180, this one for $120, both for not $300, but for $240. We've got all kinds of other thank you gifts that we can send your way. We really want to help you become a member of Channel 17, and we're happy to say thank you to you for doing it at a particular level. Please call us now. We're just 17 membership calls away. We'll have to do it after we go to Doctor Who. Please, we're going to leave the telephone number up. Please call us. Please do. And thank you to everybody who participated today, right?
Yes.
And got us
yes.
$2,000 from the Members Challenge Fund. You did it. Thank you.